Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gland Bodybuilding, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about where I have been for the last 2 weeks. Now, I have managed to upload a video last week because I had already filmed that, but in the end, this last couple of weeks, it's been a struggle. I'm telling you, what happened was I got the flu, but this is kind of one of those weird Terminator type flus where it would come and go in different types of symptoms and things. So I've been basically in bed 15, 16 hours a day on average for almost 2 weeks. And there would be a day where I'd start to feel a little bit better and I think, okay, now it's, I'm starting to see the light through the clouds, and then bang, I get hit with different symptoms altogether the next day and so forth. So it was brutal. It was just brutal. So anyway, the fact is that I haven't been able to train, obviously, because I was coughing and snotting and it's just one of those ugly sort of situations. And of course, I can't really film video or talk if I'm too busy coughing all the time or sneezing. And and honestly, half the time I couldn't even get out of bed because of the aches and stuff. I was just too freaking beat down. So my immune system went through a boot camp, you could say. My immune system went through a training camp. My muscles were not the primary focus of this last 2 weeks of training. It was my immune system. So thank God for that. Thank God I have an immune system. And sometimes when you get symptoms, it's actually a good sign. It means that your body's cleaning out something or doing something that is necessary. And, who knows? If you watch Spider-Man, I know you guys have watched Spider-Man. Spider-Man got the flu, and then all of a sudden he got special powers after. So who knows? Once I start training again, I might be, superhuman now. You don't know. You don't know for sure. Like, I haven't tested myself out yet, So anyway, the thing is, I'm feeling a lot better now, but I'm not 100%. So I haven't even had my first training session yet. So I will make my way into the garage and do some light sort of stuff. Now, this is something that we can talk about now. And a lot of times people will ask me, should they train when they're sick? And I would say most of the time you can push it if you want, but if you do push it, what's going to happen a lot of times is that your symptoms are going to get worse, because when you train the muscles, you do use a lot of the immune system. And when those resources are split between several different tasks, what happens is that you may, let's just say, inhibit the healing process of being sick itself. Now, back in the day, I would train through little colds and stuff all the time without any problem. But I did know that if I was feeling like I was fighting a flu or something that was a little bit more serious, if I went to train, guaranteed that night would be the night that I would have the full onset of the flu. And then all of a sudden I would be like, dealing with, it's almost like an exorcism as far as how bad the symptoms would be. So yeah, you have to kind of use your, I guess, intuition on this or whatever. But if you have something that's a very congested sort of lung situation, I would definitely not recommend training, because you don't want to increase the amount of congestion in your lungs and stuff. So in the end, I really got to ask you, what are you training for anyway? If you're feeling a little bit sick, just screw it. Just take some time off. The muscles come back quick. Like, I can honestly tell you, I look like garbage right now. Like, after taking 2 weeks off and only eating a few crackers and a bowl of soup a day, for 2 weeks, I went through like almost, I guess you could call it a mandatory fast. And my physique looks like freaking garbage because I'm all flattened out. There's no glycogen anywhere. I've been laying down doing absolutely nothing for 2 weeks. But the truth is that after a week or so of training, everything will come back. So what's the worry, right? A lot of times people get so obsessive compulsive about this stuff, and then they start worrying about, oh, am I going to lose my gains? The truth is, you're not going to lose your gains. Your gains are going to be right there as soon as you start training again and you start getting the muscles moving again. But the truth is that your health is what matters 100%. So yeah, you want to recover from that flu and then start training after. And that's usually what I do. So yeah, I will be uploading, just so you know, I will be uploading more regularly again. But what's happened is that I, got sidetracked with this whole flu thing. So don't worry, guys, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't die or anything, and it's not like I've given up on the channel. It's just that I got sidetracked with a pretty bad flu. So now my brother's dealing with it, and his kids had to deal with it. So it's making its rounds. But anyway, hopefully you guys can avoid this disaster. Take that vitamin C or whatever, and eat healthy, and take care of yourself, guys. And I will see you in the next video. Mountain.